Hey guys, DJ Jack here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down my thoughts and opinions about the new Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers live action, CG live action, and animation. And now let's get right into the review and breakdown. And I gotta say, the new Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, gotta be honest, really good. It's kind of like Space Jams. It's a mixture of both live action and animation. It's so cool how they got this. Like, Disney got to make one of these. I mean, I know Roger Rabbit a long time ago was kind of similar, but it's kind of similar to like the Tom and Jerry movie too, Space Jam, and all the ones that have like mixture of both live action people and animated characters mixed in together, basically. I liked how they had a cameo of, the not so good looking Sonic, but the Sonic that actually didn't turn out right, and they had to redo it, and that's why the fans didn't like the version, and they had to push it back, and that's why when the first movie came out, was first trying to announce and say it was happening, and then people didn't like the way the first design of the first time Sonic was designed, they had to push it back to the next year, and that's why Sonic 1 ended up coming a little later than it did, and but that not so good look that everyone liked ended up appearing in this Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers live action CG movie and animated as well. It's really, really good though. I gotta be honest. It has so many different characters. Also has brings back from the 2000s. If you were a big Shrek fan back in the day, it also has a cameo of old Shrek shampoo that people used to sell back in the day that didn't do so well on the sales floors, but made its way into the movie somehow. Got a reference, even though it's not a DreamWorks movie. It's a Disney live action remake of the 1989, I think, show. I think it was Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers when it came out. It was in the late 90s. It was late 80s. It was a really good show though. And the movie that they made this year, 30 years later, gotta be honest, really, really good. And I gotta be honest, it's a great thing. I loved how they got the show at the very ending where Ugly Sonic, what they're calling this version of Sonic, the one that didn't turn out so right for everybody at the beginning, and that's why they had to push the movie back. He becomes part of the FBI at the very end, and when they ask him on their adventure if he's ever done a movie or done some kind of show or something with FBI agents, like one of the chipmunks asks and says, "Oh, I don't know if I ever have," but it's very interesting. And then he ends up saving them and helping them out and arresting the villain and stuff. And a very interesting thing about it as well is Peter Pan, is a good guy in his movie back from the 1950s, but in this movie, it's a different actor, and Peter Pan is like more bigger and stuff, and he's more of the antagonist, basically. Which you say, that's kind of strange for Peter Pan to be an antagonist, but in this movie, they made Peter Pan one of the antagonists, which is very surprising because normally Peter Pan's a good guy, but in this movie, Rescue Rangers, it's the opposite. J.K. Simmons has a character of a version of called Mr. Putty that is a police cop, basically, and he basically plays a spin-off character based off of Gumby from the famous movie TV show back in the 1960s called Gumby and Pokey. I don't know if you've been familiar with them, but they are a very popular cartoon show. Very good, and J.K. Simmons plays a very interesting role, and he's so funny in the movie. Anything J.K. Simmons can do, he can do anything good, if you give him a chance. If you give him a villain role, J.K. Simmons can kill it off with it. He's so good at it. Well, I'm DJ Jack. That's my review of Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Peace out.